excited to show you guys how it all arrives, okay? Like, hi friends, I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today I'm coming at you with a Q&A. So I had posted up a Q&A on Instagram, just the like text feature where I would answer the questions this week, and I had so many beautiful questions from all of you that I just decided to save them all, and the ones that I didn't answer on Instagram, if you aren't following me, there it is, I was going to answer today. So let's get started. Alrighty, so right off the bat, a lot of you were asking if I was dating, who I was dating, and which dating apps I'm on. So the answer is I'm not on any apps. I don't plan to be on any apps. I'm not dating anyone in particular. Since being back in Toronto, I've gone on some dates. I feel like I've attracted a lot of dates into my experience, which has been nice, but in all honesty, it's just not something that I'm interested in right now. And I don't know if anyone who I went on dates with is watching this, but I'm just not, it's not on my priority list of like things to do is to date. I'm just entering into a new chapter. I'm vulnerable with where I am because I don't know what the future holds, and I just like the thought of this journey, this next chapter commencing all on my own. I made this decision to move here all on my own, and I really appreciate and value the relationship that I have with myself. As you guys know from recently sharing just like a vulnerable update with you in one of my videos, is that anytime something affects me, I'm always working on myself. So I am constantly checking in with me, where I'm at, what's serving me, and I'm taking the most incredible course in life coaching that there's so much to learn. I have a big list of books that I want to read, and I just feel like that path is serving me a lot more than dating. And it's not to say that, dating's off the table, because yes, I'm saying yes to these opportunities that are presenting themselves, but I'm letting the universe know to a sense that I'm open to opportunities, but I'm also just here to work on myself, and that's what's happening. So yeah, that's the answer to the dating life questions. A lot of you did also predict that I was gonna, find love in this chapter, and I feel like I am. But I also just know that it's not something I'm putting any type of pressure on. The more and more that we work on ourselves, the better and better we are at attracting exactly what's going to serve us. What's the meaning of your name? So if you guys didn't know, Zoe is actually the Greek word for life. That's where it comes from. And as a child, I didn't know anyone else named Zoe, so I was kind of self-conscious of my name to some extent, but now I absolutely love it because I feel like it's different, and I also just feel like Greece is my very favorite place in the world to spend time. The Mediterranean as a whole, you guys know, like Italy, Greece, there's just something about the Mediterranean that always draws me in, so I just love that. And now I feel like I'm even more connected. How do you have a smooth moving process to another city? There's so much anxiety for me. In regards to moving, like I said, this has been the most smoothest transition I've ever had in a move, and it's because I trust that I'm on the right path. I made this move for all the right reasons, for me, myself, and I only. There was just only considerations of what was next for me and what I needed for my personal growth and what was gonna get me to the next level. And I have such a hard time putting this into words, but everything felt right and everything was smooth, because I truly believe when you are on the right path and you are connected to your higher self, your intuition, and really answering to what your path is and what's next for you, things are very easy and they fall into place. Like, for example, manifesting the apartment. It was way easier than I anticipated, and I manifested my dream apartment. These things came with such ease because they were little gifts from the universe for answering to what was next for me. And in regards to facing anxiety, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I can definitely relate. And all I would say is just keep checking in with yourself. Are you making this move for yourself or for other people? Just always make sure that you're serving what would be best for you, and that will limit all those fearful, anxious thoughts. And we have a cool question here from Tabitha. She said, what are you most excited about having your own place? I am honestly so excited about having my own place because I feel like I am designing this to be the perfect sanctuary for me. And it's been such a fun process, handpicking everything out and just allowing the space to be an expression of myself. Exactly what I need, like I said in this chapter of self-growth. I am just I'm just feeding my soul. With every decision that I'm making, everything that I'm adding in here, I'm like, is this going to make me like feel happy and vibrant on a daily basis? Yes. And then if so, yes, it's coming with me home. And it's just been a beautiful process. The theme of my apartment, I'm calling it Hotel California, but it's like a SoCal chill, right, like airy beachy vibe, also with a Scandinavian minimalist approach. So once I established the theme, it's all come together, and I'm just so excited to show you guys how it all arrives, okay? Like, it's just so dreamy. It really is my dream. But aside from making it my own space, and that's what I'm excited about, I'm just excited about really being able to get to know myself better in this space. Someone doesn't mention like there's no need for me to date right away. It's because I like to get up and write in my journal every day. And I like to light my sage and my Palo Santo at night and just really get in tune with myself before I head off to dreamland each night. And not to say that these things you can't do when you have a roommate, but I have this uninterrupted free time and sanctuary space. And it's really a beautiful thing that I know is just going to nurture my growth. So someone's asked me, do you still consider yourself a minimalist? Yes, I still consider myself a minimalist. I do own a lot more now and will continue to own new things as I furnish this place, which has been an interesting process for me because I found that it's been very hard for me to obtain new things, like buying bigger things like a bed, a mattress, a couch, a coffee table. It's like a big commitment. It's a big commitment from only living out of suitcases for the past like 3 years. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I know it might not sound like a lot to you guys, but to me, it's been a process of having to calm myself a little bit. And not to say like it's scary spending the money on these things, because it's not, because I know that I need them in my sanctuary. It's like the idea of inviting things into my space, I have to be sure. Like I said, I'm very much still contemplating those questions of, is this going to be joyful? Does this fit into my sanctuary? Does it have a home and a space? And I'm very conscious of everything that I'm adding in. So it really is a beautiful experience furnishing a place, and I do still consider myself to be minimalist because I am only inviting those things in that are bringing me joy. And I have another question here from Rachel, and she says, how do you stay optimistic in transition periods of your life? So I've always felt that, you know, the biggest thing in this situation and in making different moves and making different transitions is to be your own best friend and really tap into that. Really know your thoughts and only choose the thoughts that are serving you. So let's say you're having anxieties about moving to a new place and there's thoughts that are coming into your head like, what if I don't make friends on the other side? What if I don't find a job? What if this doesn't happen? What if that happens? And they're all like negative. But then you have other thoughts in your head, the thoughts that are like, I can't wait, I'm excited, oh my gosh, what if I get to experience that? I really hope that happens. Choose to focus your energy on the good feeling thoughts rather than the negative ones. I know it's easier said than done, but the process begins in observing your thoughts and being able to differentiate from the ones that are serving you and the ones that aren't, and follow the thoughts that serve you and disregard the thoughts that do not. Ooh, someone said East Coast versus West Coast USA. In the USA, I'm definitely gonna have to say West Coast. I just love sunshine and palm trees, you guys know. Jen asks here, do you see yourself living abroad again in the future? If so, where? Jen, this is an amazing question. Thank you for asking it. I do. Honestly, I don't see myself living in Toronto forever. But I also don't know where else I would live. Like, I'm very much open to the opportunities, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, if opportunities present themselves, I will follow. I will always be on my path. I mean, the reason why I say that I don't really see myself living in Toronto forever is because I don't see myself living in a condo forever and having a family in that type of space. So that's why I just don't picture myself as forever here right now. But in regards to living abroad, where do I see myself living? I can definitely see myself living in Italy because I did do that. I can definitely see myself living in Greece too because it is just similar. And I can definitely see myself living in Amsterdam. It's just something that I've definitely contemplated. I contemplated Paris and Amsterdam prior to deciding to move back to Canada. They were in my thoughts. So Paris and Amsterdam abroad. So how do I know what my next step is when I'm feeling stuck? That's a great question. And I think whenever you're stuck, I mean, I'm speaking from a place where I feel a little bit stuck right now in just some personal things. So whenever I can sense that, I always take to my journal and I just start to free write, to ask myself questions, you know, what is good in this situation, what is bad in this situation, how I am feeling. And the more and more that you allow this stuckness, let's say, to release itself through your writing or through expression, whatever it is, maybe it's art, maybe it's music, just allow whatever is feeling stuck in you to release. The more and more you can get that release, you can unblock whatever it is. Like, you can make different conclusions, let's say, or receive different insights. And I think like that for myself has been very helpful. So I hope that that can help you to be unstuck. Just remember, whenever you're feeling that way, recognize it and take to a space that allows you to do self-discovery. Last question here, are you going to offer in-person coaching sessions? So definitely, if you are in Toronto and you would like to sign up for a coaching program with me, I would love to have you, and you guys can email me and inquire about coaching services that I offer. And yeah, thank you so much for asking such beautiful questions. I am so excited to just be back here in this new chapter, and always appreciate when you guys have such thoughtful questions on Instagram. So I'll see you again very soon. Bye.